Oh my God, I don't know what happened in the middle of the live. It paused and it went off. But I am here. My nurse just came in to bring me some water. Such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I just wanted to show you guys the protector. I don't even know the button that I'm supposed to press to go around. But I'm hoping that you all can see. Nope, I don't have it in the right place, but I'm gonna get it there. This is the leg protector, and it protects, this is the end of my leg here. And this protects what they call, you know, the limb or the stump on the leg. And after I leave here, I go to the rehab. The good thing about this thing is, even when I've been walking, is that it's fallen off like 4 times. And I know it's like, how could that be something good? It's fallen off. It's because the swelling has gone down that much that they have to keep tightening it because it's getting back to normal. And you know, one other good thing is that even though I am having the pain, I am no longer hooked up to the IV. Y'all know how I was fiending for that button. I was like, let me press that button because I was in so much pain. I don't have to, there it is. I don't have to press that button anymore because I'm not in that pain. I'm sorry, I was trying to see, what did I do with my other soda?
You can talk, you can. I bought water. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back for the blood sugar.
Oh, okay. And so, I'm sorry that I was getting rid of my tray was leaving out. Sweetheart, thank you. Say bye-bye. Thanks for helping me out. And so, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's a good thing, you know, that the swelling has gone out. I don't know when I was videoing before why the video cut off and I lost you guys there. But anyway, so I'm going to go to the rehab. But here's the thing, guys. I have been having trouble finding a rehab in my area. They have been out of network, or saying, you know, they're denying my insurance or declining to take me on. The other thing is, what was the other? Oh, that we finally found the place. Took the insurance, it was in network and everything. They didn't have a bed. So I just have to look at it as the Lord is directing me away from those places. He's going to direct me to the place that He wants me to be. You know, I have to say, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lead not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. You know, a song always comes into my mind. So there was a little song, it goes, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lead not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. Y'all have to excuse me, my voice is a little shaky. It's just that, like I said, I've had my pain medicine for the night. I'm getting sleepy, so I am a little talkative. I was only supposed to be on here for a couple of minutes. The rehab, it's only for 2 weeks, but it's intensive. I was saying before, it's 2 weeks straight of 3-hour days. They're not all together, but intensive 3-hour days of physical therapy, and then there's occupational therapy that's going to help me to learn how to function in my home, in my household, you know, normally. After that, I go home, and they're going to assign occupational therapists and physical therapists right then to help me with things like getting in and out of the tub, but which is going to be really hard in the way our bathrooms are structured. We have been able to get a wheelchair ramp. My brother gifted me half of the wheelchair ramp, and so we're planning on using part of the GoFundMe account money to pay for the second half of the wheelchair ramp. My father has gone ahead and gifted me a wheelchair, the electric wheelchair, because the manual one, let me see if I can show you guys. I've had what they call it, a PICC line in my arm here for off and on for 4 years. I often have like this little sock thing on, but here's the end of it. It goes inside my body. It's like an IV. It's not a permanent, but it's long term. When you're gonna have permanent things like, long term things like IV antibiotics and stuff. And so this wire goes. Was like wires, plastic, goes here and it goes all the way over here, coming down the chest bone, so that it can pump the medicine right there close to my heart. So once it gets there, it can pump, wherever I need it on my body. And that's difficult to use a manual wheelchair. And then with the rotator cuff, where I fell 4 times. Long stories on that, but it's damaged, which is the only problem I have when I'm going up and down the hallway, is that rotator cuff. Like, my leg is like ready to keep on, hopping along, but my shoulder is like burning, the pain. And so that's something else that I'm going to be working on in physical therapy. After that, I get to go home. They assign physical therapy, occupational therapy that come out like 3 times a week to help me at home. So the only thing that is causing a roadblock or trouble for me right now is maneuvering around the bathroom, trying to get the wheelchair. We got a smaller, more narrow wheelchair, but difficulty maneuvering it around the sink and toilet and getting in and out of the bathtub. It's recommended that you have a shower, especially in the bathroom as small as that one. I don't know why they put a bathtub anyway, but that's both in my parents' guest room that I'm going to be in for the next 6 months, and downstairs in my apartment, which doesn't have a shower. We actually have a sprayer that my dad added on to it, but not a shower. It's a huge garden tub with a large instep in order. I'm so animated with my hands and stuff, and I know that you guys can't even see what I'm doing. But so there's some difficulties, especially in my apartment. The thing about my apartment is I do have a little bit longer in order to get that ready and to come up with funds for that. We thought that we'd found the perfect place today. There was an organization that was willing to help me with the modifications that I needed for the bathroom, and the only thing they ask is that we come up with the money for the material, and they had the manpower that could come in there quickly, the volunteers, and do it. And he had 3 questions, and the final question was, do you live in, he named the county, which is like Forsyth County, and I was like, no, I'm in Gwinnett County. And he was like, oh my God. He was like, well, I'm so sorry to say that we only service Forsyth County. And I was so dejected, but they're unable to help. So if you live in Georgia, or you know somebody in Georgia, or a way that I can find help for the Gwinnett area that can come out and do home modifications, or if you can do plumbing or flooring, with the tile, and or somebody that can do it, and you can volunteer that time, even if you can volunteer some material, that would be the biggest, greatest thing that can happen to me on this side of my amputation surgery. I mean, it would be awesome, but I'm trusting in God that there are going to be some angels that come my way. I've already, yesterday morning, the young lady that came and brought my tray of breakfast heard the morning prayer that I do with some of my cousins and my brother every morning. We do a Zoom meeting. If you want to join, just let me know. We do a Zoom meeting with our crazy cousins, and we pray for each other and members of our family and friends. And she heard us praying one morning, and she asked me on yesterday if she could come and say a prayer for me, because she said, I saw that you're a praying woman, and I can see that your faith is strong, and you've always got a smile on your face and a nice word to say. And you know, I was really touched by that, and I was like, absolutely. And so she prayed with me. So I started my day off, you know, with an angel just coming to pray for me, and she didn't know me from Adam. And amazingly, that night, the young man that came, he knocked on the door and asked if he could empty my wastebaskets and clean the bathroom. And I was like, absolutely. And I was like, hey, thank you for that. And I commented on he had a cross on his neck, a necklace, and it was shining so brightly. I was like, oh, nice necklace. And he was like, thank you. And I don't know, we talked for a little while. I talked about my son because he left a message that said, I love you, Mama, and you are very strong. And he was like, the strongest I know. And that put just like a big smile on my face. And so every morning I look over at the message, and I am thrilled. I would show it, but it's so dark in here now. You can't see it. I can't see it. I just know it's there. But he asked me if he could pray for me also. And I said, absolutely. And so just as I started my day with the young lady praying with me, I started the evening, you know, ended my day the same way. And I want to show you something he gave me. It's inside this little container here. It is, he does origami. And you see that dollar bill in there, and he made it into a heart, and he gave it to me, and he said if you open it in the center, you can see the words that's on the dollar that says, in God we trust. And I thought that was just really sweet that he would you know, just stop out of his day to pray with me and to give me that. So I just take that as a sign from God saying that, Ronnie, I'm watching you, and I'm letting you know that I gave you this promise. I got you, girl. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry about your ramps that need to be built. Don't worry about your home modifications. It may not go the way you think it's gonna go, but I'm here, and I'm gonna take you where you need to go. So I'm just trusting in God and sit back, relaxing, and chill. Why should I worry when I got a God that's gonna handle it? So right now, my show, Tyler Perry's The Oval, is on now. So I think it's on. Oh, well, I got about 30 minutes, it'll be on. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your love and support. And I hope that if you guys can ask somebody, either ask somebody if they know some information, because right now, if we had some resources and some information that can handle those things for newly amputated individuals, you know, because it's really just the stuff that we need to just get started. Once we get that going forward, we won't, I keep saying we, but when I say we, I'm really talking about me. And, you know, I would be talking about my son Josh, you know, because he's at school, it's his senior year, and he's worried about these kind of things. He wants to make sure that I'm okay and I'm straight, and I really don't want him to worry. I want him to concentrate on school and, you know, making sure that he's getting what he needs out of school right now. So if you guys can say a prayer for him to keep him right on the right track, and just to keep us both in your thoughts, your prayers, and good vibrations, and your love. And I thank you all for tuning in, and I love you. Bye.